Hi everyone, this is Sanya and I'm a data analyst. Today I'll be telling you what is sample and population and what are types of data we deal with. What is sample and population? Sample and population are always mixed in statistics. Sample is group of people whose data we take from population and we do analysis on this. For example, I want to know average income of people staying in Mumbai. I get data of sample of people staying in Mumbai and find their average income. Now the next question arises, why cannot we do our analysis on the population? Why to take a sample? For this, imagine if you have to go to all people in Mumbai and get their income or get their details and then find the average income of Mumbai. How much is this feasible? This is a very time consuming and tedious job. That's what second point says here. As data population requires huge cost and time, hence we prefer sample over population. Now while doing this, we have to be very careful. The third point says sample should always be representative and random. Random sample determines group is chosen without any biasness. So now when I am gathering the sample, my 70% of data is people living in South Bombay. So when this happens, the average income will be more on higher side because people in South Bombay have better income. So this data is more biased on one community of people. Hence, data while it is taken, it should be random. It should not be biased towards one community of people. Now secondly, it says representative determines any data of small group are considered to represent all members of their community. Now if I take we have say 10,000 people living in South Bombay. I gather data of only 100 people. So these 100 people represent the whole community of South Bombay. The 3 points are important while we take sample. It should be random, it should not be biased, and every community should represent their members. Often it is said when the sample is more random, there won't be any biasness. But this is not true always. We may take random samples, even we might end up in getting biased data. So I just take random people. So it can happen that people are from South Bombay of community or that people are from more slum area. So my data will be more biased to people of lower income. It is often assumed that when we have random sample, there won't be biasness, but this is not true always. What if I've taken random group of people from the population and then found the average? The random group that I have chosen are more people who have lived in slum area. So there will be highly biased data. Our average income will be more on a lower side. So our main goal is to lessen the sample error. We take all the analysis done from sample and apply it to the whole population. So for example, my analysis says younger people will buy my product more. So what if in my sample we have less of younger people and more of older people, and the analysis done on younger people gives more sample error. So the actual analysis doesn't come true in population. So when we have three things taken care, no biasness, more randomness and representativeness, our sample error would be less, and that is very important in our analysis and statistics. Now we will be talking about types of data. It is very important for you to know what are types of data we will be dealing with in our sample. It is divided into two, categorical and numerical. Categorical, these values are not continuous. Example, gender or blood group. Gender can be of three values, male, female, others. There couldn't be more value to it. Blood group. it could be limited amount of values, maybe A positive, O positive, B negative, AB negative, limited set. So they are not continuous, there is defined limited values. We call it categorical. Then we have numerical. These values are more continuous. Example, age. Age can vary from 0 to 100, 105 or maybe more, I don't know. Then we have marks. Marks, it just can vary. We may say income. People, there is no limit to income. People can have $10 million, $15 million, $100 million. There is no limit to what can person have in income. Now we have more divisions of data. That is important to know, and it will help in our analysis. Qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is more of a categorical data, and quantitative is more of a numerical data. Qualitative, we have nominal and ordinal. What is nominal? This data cannot be ordered. Example, seasons. You can have 4 seasons. Summer, winter, monsoon, autumn. There is no order to it. Which is the first season? Which is the second season? No, there is no order to it. But in ordinal, we have values which can be ordered. Example, feedback of the product. So the product can be very good, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be worse. There is level to the rating that we give to the product. Then we have quantitative. It has ratio and interval as a division. What does ratio says? In ratio, it is a value relative to one point from another. Example, distance. So when we say distance between Pune to Mumbai is say 300 km, so we compare the distance from Pune to Mumbai. So it is relative from one point to another. Next we have interval. In this we say there is no comparison from one point to another. Example, temperature. We say the temperature of this city is 30 degrees Celsius. There is no comparison of saying maybe when comparing from 5 degree it is 30 degree. No, it's just a value. This is what interval is. That was it for today. I will be coming up with more videos of statistics. Please comment on the comment section how did you feel the content of the video. What else would you like to see in the field of data science? Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you.